morning, students. Today we are going to study class 9th topic, that is linear equation in two variables. So let's take an example to understand this word linear equation. Suppose you have gone to a market to buy 5 notebooks for yourself plus 2 books of maths. Okay, 2 maths books you have gone to buy plus 5 notebooks. And when you ask for the bill to the shopkeeper says to you that give me rupees 1000 for the both notebooks as well as books. The total bill was rupees 1000. So if we want to write it in an equation, we can write it like this: 5 notebooks and 2 books is costing us rupees 1000. Okay. So now let's try to write down it as in terms of some variables. Okay. Suppose I say the cost of one notebook is rupees X. Okay. Similarly, the cost of one book is rupees Y. Okay. I have taken the cost of notebooks and books separately, X and Y. If I ask you, tell me the cost of 5 notebooks. If the cost of one notebook is X, you will say, sir, it is 5X because total 5 notebooks are there. So that means this thing can be written as 5X, isn't it? The 2 books cost will be rupees 2Y, isn't it? The total cost will be 5X plus 2Y. Okay. This total cost we know that is actually rupees 1000 because the shopkeeper is asking us rupees 1000. Okay. So just see what I have done. I have generated an equation in terms of the condition which was given to us. The cost of 5 notebooks and 2 books is totally equal to the rupees 1000. Okay, so this is what we call as a linear equation in 2 variables. And what are the 2 variables here? That are our X and Y. Variable we already know very well. We have done in the lower classes that variables means something whose value can be changed. Here the value of notebook and books cost can be changed. So that's why X and Y will be our variables here. 5 and 2 are constants, 1000 is also constant. So if I want to generalize this now, we have many linear equations in our daily life. If I want to generalize how my linear equation looks like. So let's see how it will be looking. If I say it will look like AX plus BY is equal to C. You will say, sir, X and Y are okay. We have done just now the variables. What are A, B, C? Isn't it? So let me tell you, my children, A, B, C are actually constants only. You can see here 5 was there, 2 was there, 1000 was there. So A, B, C are our constants. Nothing else. Whose value can't be changed. These constants will be different in the different linear equations. X and Y are going to be our variables that we have already done. Okay, I hope up to this everything is clear. What is a linear equation, how we can generalize it, and why we are using these linear equations. We have done it through the example. So now the thing is, this linear equation having some word linear in it. What is this linear word? Linear means that the first thing is in terms of if I constant I say, it means that the power of our variable will be 1. Okay, the maximum power will be 1. You can see here x1 is there, y raised to power 1 is there. But if I want to see it according to the graph, you must have done some graphs in your lower classes. if we will draw the graph of a linear equation, it is always going to be a straight line. It can be like this, it can be like this, but always a straight line. It cannot be like this. Okay, so that's why we call it as the linear equation. It always has its graph as a straight line. Alright. So let's try to do some questions now that how this linear equation can be represented according to the graphs. If we will represent it, we can see that according to the different variables how our this amount will change. We have got the 5 notebooks cost was and 2 books cost was rupees 1000. But what happens if X and Y, that means the cost of notebook and books, will be changed, and how our total cost will differ? So that will be dependent upon the graph, and that graph we will discuss in our next part. So let's see how these questions can change, how these variables can change, how we will draw the graph. Alright, so here I have got some question for you. It is saying that tell me the 3 solutions of this linear equation. We have got some linear equation 2x plus 4y is equal to 12. It is asking us to tell the three solutions here. So let's understand firstly what is the solution. Okay, I told you we have to draw the graph of that linear equation, but in order to draw that graph we need some values that we have to plot on the graph, isn't it? We need to plot some values on the graph. For that we need some solutions. Okay, so solutions means the values of this x and y that are actually satisfying our equation. That means if I fill some x and some y, that will be giving me this 12. Okay, that is the meaning of solution. Suppose I am taking here x is equal to 2. Okay, so that means if I fill instead of x2 will be something like this. 2 into 2, that will be 4. Okay, this 4 can go that side, it will be 12 minus 4, that is 8, and this 4 will be divided, so this is giving us y is equal to 2. Now what does this mean? This means that if we are taking x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 2, we've got y is equal to 2 when we are having x is equal to 2, it will give us this 12. So let's see how it is there. See, that means these two values are actually satisfying our equation. Let's check it. I am putting x and y both together. 2 into 2 plus 4 into 2 is equal to 12. 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8. So you can see here 12 is equal to 12 is coming. That means our values are correct, that are satisfying our equation. Okay. Similarly, we have to find some more solutions in order to draw a graph. We can take any other value. Let's say I am taking x is equal to 3. Let's see now what will happen. 2 into 3 plus 4y is equal to 12. This 6 will, 2 into 3 will be 6. 6 will go that side. Will be 12 minus 6, that is 6. And y will be 6 by 4, that is 3 by 2. Okay, so approximately 1.5. So you've got here x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1.5. So this is our another solution. That means when we will fill x is equal to 3 in this and y is equal to 1.5, we will get exactly 12 there. So these two x and y values we need to plot on our graph so that we can get the exact graph of our equation. That we will do in the further videos. We will do it separately at how our graph meets and how our graph tells us about the different conditions of this linear equation. Here just you need to have to understand is that how to find the solution of an equation. I think that is very clear to you how to find the solution. So that's all for today. We'll do some extra questions regarding this and we'll draw some graphs in the next video. Till then.